everybody. Welcome to English 102 Online. I am Dr. Christy Hofflick-Innes, and yes, I am at your service. I do feel like this position as an instructor is absolutely a service position, particularly for students who go completely asynchronously online. The reason I say that is it is my job to provide clear directions, support, and content that will help you learn more as far as writing goes, but more importantly, will help you grow in your composition skills. That is the whole point of this. So I am at your service. This is my email address. You should already have that because it is associated with the course, but I will make it easy to email me from Blackboard by adding a button just for email, so it should be super easy on the navigation menu on the left of our course. So just a couple of things that are very important, and I want you to check them before you start trying to figure out what it is you're supposed to do in this course. First, you want to read the syllabus, download it, look at all of the policies. Some of the policies are the same no matter what class you're in, but the ones that are important for the way this class will run generally come in the first 4 or 5 pages, so you can learn what assignments we'll have, how many points you need to earn to pass, and just sort of the whole philosophy behind the course. So the rest of the policies, do read them, but they're the same across all the classes. So if you've seen them before, then they are no different. The course schedule is tentative. I always reserve the right to update it or change it based on student performance. I won't be changing any of the major due dates for the papers, the essays, and the projects because those really do need to stand. But I can change other things if I need to. That is posted under its own link in the navigation menu, but it's also included in the syllabus. So a couple of things just to know about this class. Composition is an ongoing growth process, so you're going to write something and read something every week. You will have to turn in at least one assignment every week, sometimes 2, no more than 2. And you will need to log in every week on Monday so that you can see what I've posted for the week. You will have a general idea of what we're doing by looking at the tentative course schedule for the entire 16-week process. That said, each week you'll have little things to do to prepare you to turn in the assignment, like watch a video or read something. So you're going to receive regular feedback. Now, for some of the things like discussion board posts, you'll just receive your points and you may not get any specific feedback. But for any of the writing assignments that I ask you to do that are specific to a particular essay, you will receive feedback and points. You can revise any of the major writing assignments except for the final and the multimodal composition, because those are due on the final day of class, so there's just no time for it. But the first 3 major essays you can revise if you are unhappy with the grade that you earn on the first go-round. That's part of the composition process as well. We will do a draft, a peer review, and a final turn-in for all of the projects. You're going to turn in to earn the grade that you want. You have to commit to the process, so you're going to be turning in all those steps. You can't just turn in a final essay and expect to get all of your points. Even if it's, 100% paper, you have to do all steps in the process to earn all of your points. We will try to engage in a midterm conference if you do not have an A. So, if you have an A at midterm, then we won't set a time for a conference, and it doesn't also have to be live. Like I can send you an email through Starfish to tell you how you're doing. And also probably most of you are dual credit, so your people at your high schools are going to want to know also how you're doing. So I'll make sure if you're not dual credit too, that you are getting some kind of feedback by the midpoint. You'll have grades every week, but just so you understand like what needs to be done to improve if that's where you are, or if you just need to know kind of what you need to do to maybe get yourself up to an A. I won't be doing a conference with anyone that has an A because you have an A. So that just saves everybody a little bit of time. When you get to the final reflection, you actually will be defending sort of your thought about what grade you deserve in the course, regardless of how many points you've earned. So you will have the opportunity there to sort of justify what you think you need to earn in the class. Let's see. We don't have any exams in this class. I don't believe in them anyways. And that's good. You do have a final reflection, but you'll earn all 50 points as long as you do it and you do it on time. Your only grades in this class revolve around writing assignments, not exams. So tips for being successful in this asynchronous online course. So first of all, you want to log in on Mondays, period. People who do this generally get A's. Also, you're going to know what you need to do early, so it's super smart to do that. I will make every attempt to get things posted by 8 a.m. on Monday, maybe 9 a.m. A lot of times I'll post on Sunday, but I'm going to commit to 9 a.m. on Monday. If something happens and I can't do that for whatever reason, I'll let everybody know via announcement or email. You want to take advantage of email or office hours when things get crazy because it's another semester in a pandemic. So, and just because life, just feel free to reach out and email anytime that you need something or you have a concern or a question. I'm very responsive via email. I have a lot of repeat students in this class, not those who failed, those who took my 101 class. So you already know this about me, but just in case you're new to the course, I will answer you. I try to do that right away, like as soon as I get the email, because if I don't, there's a lot of things that get in the way of me remembering that, but the latest you should hear back from me is within a day. So if you don't hear back with me within 24 hours, something may be wrong, as in I did not get your email. So I'm not going to consider it rude as long as you don't use rude tone and language in your email. If you don't hear from me within 24 hours and it's getting to be a concern, then you can email me again and say, hey, Dr. Ennis, I emailed you yesterday. I haven't heard back from you. I'm still wondering, blah, blah, blah. That is a nice way to address not getting a response. Not, hey, Dr. Ennis, nobody answered me. You might think that's silly, but the reason I say it is because I've received emails like that. Imagine how really excited I was to help that person. So anyhow, you're not going to do that. I know you're not. Make friends with your classmates. You're not going to have live instruction with them, but when you are on these discussion boards, respond, talk. The more you put into it, the better it's going to be. When you do a peer review, do it honestly. Put effort into it. When you put things out into the universe and they are positive, they will come back to you. So please just do what you wish someone would do for you. It will be noticed. I will take note on things like that. When it comes down to, you're at an 89 and you really want an A, I'm going to say, okay, well, does this student ever go above and beyond what's required? Well, then great. I'm giving them an A. All right. But if not, I'm like, sorry for you. So make sure that you pay attention and reach out to people in your class when you need help too. I know some of you are in the same cities and, you know each other already, but other people don't. So be nice and get together, do things. Turn everything in on time, even if it sucks. The reason I say that is because I can't give you feedback if you turn me in nothing. I've got to see something in order to help you, even if it's not finished. That's better than nothing. So I don't want anyone to get confused. We are not going to use a textbook. We had too much trouble last semester with, getting them and people not being on campus and all that kind of stuff. So we're just not. I'll give you everything that you need in PDF format so you can read it on Blackboard. You do need reliable computer access. It's not going to be an excuse that your hotspot doesn't work. You can access everything you need from your phone. Now, is it good to type on your phone? Absolutely not. But in the pinch, that could work. You will need that. If you can't do that, you need to rethink taking this class. It's very important to have reliable computer access. You want to have some kind of journal because you really are going to need to take notes when you watch these videos and when you read things. You need to have access to YouTube, which is where this is. You'll subscribe to my channel so that you have all the videos that you want to look through. And then you need Microsoft Word. It is not negotiable. You need to get it. It is free using your JCTC email. If you need help doing that, Google this. JCTC free Microsoft. You will find out how to get it. You need it on your machine, okay? It's very important. As far as what's due and how do you know, I'm actually going to get out of this slideshow and show you what Blackboard looks like for now. I'll be changing it, but I want to show you what it looks like for now so that you can understand where to find things. So first of all, the announcements are the first place you will go. I've already sent one announcement that just kind of give you a welcome and tell you how things will go. And that's where you want to start because all the new announcements will go above this. At the very top is the most recent announcement. If you're not sure when that announcement was posted, it tells you the date and the time. The home page is just that. It just has an overview of the course and what's due and all that kind of stuff. I don't ever use that, but you certainly can if you want to. Syllabus is obviously where you find the syllabus. You want to download it, you want to read it, and be sure to ask me any questions you may have. Blackboard help is really just in case you need to know how to use Blackboard. Hopefully you already know because you're in 102, but it can be helpful. It's probably easier just to ask me. The library link here is there's a library presentation here. There's something about citations and plagiarism, and there's a video about library services. We'll talk about this during the course when we get into the research, but if you need it, it's here ahead of time. The course schedule, like I said, is tentative, but you'll want to click on the PDF and it opens up in another window, and you'll see that I have the week and the dates and then what's due and how many points. In the announcements, it will tell you exactly what you need to do to complete that. This isn't a description of the assignments, but it is showing you what is due, how many points it's worth. Underneath that, you have units, and you will not see all of these because they're hidden from you. This is, of course, a different view than what you're seeing. You will just see the narrative argument unit, and that's Unit 1. It actually has everything in it that I will reference for the unit. I may add some things, but for the most part, you will have all this available to you. So you can go ahead and start looking at it if you want. Discussion board, you'll have an introductory discussion board, which I need to go ahead and update it. But that will be your first assignment, and it will be due on Friday. Some things will be due Fridays, some things will be due Sundays, but everything is due by the end of the week. So if it says on the calendar this week, it has to be done by either Friday or Sunday, depending on what kind of assignment it is. And always it's midnight. 11:59 is your due date time. I already did discussion board. Journal is something that I also need to update, but you will actually write a journal entry. And I don't want you to attach a document. You just write the journal entry and hit submit. It is just between me and you. Nobody in the class will see it. So it's a place for me to give you private feedback about some things. And I think it works really well for pre-writing and such. The editing tools just shows you where you can help yourself out with grammar and spelling. So I'm going to expect that you use one of these. I do not need to get any sort of draft, discussion board post, or anything else that has a ton of errors in it. You're a college student. Act like it. Use your resources. I'm not saying I'm going to count off for every wrong thing. I'm not. That's not what I'm saying. But it's just not professional for you to turn in something that hasn't been checked when you have 3 ways to check it. Especially if you know this is an issue for you, just like fix it. play with these, figure out which one you like. If you have questions about them, you can ask me. I prefer Grammarly, but I know that doesn't work for everybody if you don't use Google Docs. Writing assignments is where you will actually turn in your 100-point assignments, and then your final reflection with is 50 points. They're all in here, but you won't turn them in until they're due. So like our first essay is not due until February 7th, I think. So you don't turn anything in here this month at all. It's just where you will turn in your final copies that you get feedback from me on, and you get like a 100-point grade on. So that's all with Blackboard. That's how you navigate Blackboard. Just a few things about me if you want to know some things about me. I am in my office right now, so you'll see that a lot. I have some animals that are snoozing over here next to the heater. 2 dogs and somewhere over here. Sorry about the crazy video, but then I have a kitty. So now you've seen all of that. I grew up in Louisville, and I went to Front Creek High School. Graduated in the year 2000. I'm 38 years old, and I am married. I have only one stepson. Do not have any children of my own, nor do I want any. And I taught high school after earning an undergraduate degree in English from U of L and a master's in teaching from U of L. I taught high school at Wagner High School for about 8.5 years before I went to work for the district at JCPS. I've been teaching, consulting, and doing leadership roles in education ever since. I earned a second master's in library media, and I also earned my doctorate in English. So I have been a student for most of my life, way more than I have not been a student. So if you have any interest in being an educator or talking with me about that, I'm perfectly happy to do it. Other things about me, I do love to travel. I'm about to get the COVID vaccine next week, so I'm excited to maybe get back to doing some travel, still wearing my mask, of course, and washing my hands like a crazy person. But other than that, I just, like to cook. I love British baking shows and hang out with my friends and my husband. So that's basically it. If there's anything I can do for you, please email me. Again, I'm very responsive via email, and I look forward to working with you this semester. Bye.